Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Yes, that's right. It's me again, Mark Johansson, up here in the commentary booth, and I'm joined tonight with Mr. Matt Hunter. Good evening, Matt, and how are you?
Yeah, doing very well, Mark. Thank you for jumping in and joining and helping out. It's awesome to see. Looking forward to this one. This is the last race of the Fundus Season 3 and actually the last Fund race of the year. So, yeah, it's been a very long year and looking forward to having a bit of a break.
Mate, you and I know that that's not going to happen. Us guys, never get a break. Anyway,
No.
looking at it, looking at the track tonight, we're at Phoenix Raceway. Temperatures are 20 degrees Celsius, so that's reasonably cool, and the track temp's not much higher. No humidity, and the winds from the south and partly cloudy, so that'll be keeping the temperatures down. And Matt, is it a sunset race tonight?
Yeah, it is. Yep. The real life race starts at 6 o'clock. So this one will be kicking off around the same time in the sim as well.
Yeah, that's excellent, mate. Mate, very interesting point system or points standing at the moment. It looks like it's going to come down to the race result and bonus points.
Yeah, only 4 points separating the top three drivers. So, given that a driver can, if they have a really good night, they can get a extra 4 bonus points. It's going to be interesting to see. Of course, there's bonus points for leading a lap, fastest race lap, winning the race, and leading the most laps. So, I would look to see the top three drivers in contention: Gallagher, Mickelmore, and Phelps. I'd look to see them all trying to lead a lap at some point and lead as many laps as they can, try and pick up as many bonus points as they can.
Yeah, definitely. It's good when it comes down to the last round of the championship, but we've got a big field here tonight. Could be could play into the championship results too.
Yeah, massive field. I'm seeing 36 cars in the service so far, so a big, massive finish for the year. But of course, being a short track, that could lead to a high amount of cautions in that we normally see. So, yeah, we'll just keep an eye on that.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. You at the moment out there, it looks like Daniel Herdeshoe is the quickest man on track with a 26.9 as his best time, and right behind him is Mr. Dyson, and sitting third at the moment is Ruben Phelps with a 26.9 also. Then the then the big gun Hamish Gallagher, his best time is a 27.06. So some different times there, Matt.
Yeah, Ruben, I've been in the session for a while. Ruben set that lap time pretty early, and hasn't been able to improve on it. But yeah, so looking at our championship, it bodes well for Ruben to be starting in front. Of course, he needs to stay there. But yeah, very, very close. I think we're looking at. I'm just scrolling through the data here. 0.4 of a second separating our top 20. So I think our slowest car is running a 27.8. So pretty much about a second covering the field. So a second of lap time.
Now that's great to come into the final round, but again, it's going to play havoc for these guys that are vying for the championship. Uh, Mate, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, let's hope we don't do it. But who's your money on for this one?
Oh, it's wide open. Gallagher dominated this race earlier this year. He led every lap. Um, but I think there was enough cautions where he didn't need to pit maybe, or I'm not sure, maybe I only had to pit once. I know that if the drivers go green tonight, the full distance, they will have to do one pit stop. I think they're getting around about 60 to 62 laps on a tank without fuel saving. So I don't know. This is going to be a really uh, close one. It's good to have a whole bunch of different numbers and just that's really going to mix it up. I don't think one of our top three are going to win the race. I think maybe someone who's not in
Oh,
championship contention is going to win the
so,
race.
sorry, mate. Just watching some qualifying here. Phil Bassett just went out and to do his first lap, and he's put it around. Now now we jump on board with Mirko. No,
This is
no,
JCW, Joshua Carroll Warden.
yeah, JCW. JCW doesn't go too bad around here normally, but yeah.
A little bit sideways on that corner there. So just watch him do a lap and then see how it goes, and then we might jump down to the other drivers as well. Of course, using that dog leg. The dog leg is open tonight, so you're going to see cars dropping right down to the inside there, using all the track that they can.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of getting down there below that line, that dog leg. It just unstables the car when you come back onto the main track because it's a fairly big hump there.
Yeah, I don't like it at all. I don't even like it in the real life one. But we've run races where all the races that I've personally set up and run, I haven't had the dog leg open, just because it's a little bit trickier for the drivers to handle. But I've decided that for this one we'll open up the dog leg and see how we go.
Yeah. Just looking at the timing, Andrew Dyson sitting on top with a lap of a 27.023. And Hamish Gallagher is right behind him with a 27.040. So another name there, Toby Stent. He's actually a Kiwi that's based in Japan. So, and he's set a blistering time. I know he hasn't done a lot of oval track racing this year, but that's a great time for him.
It is, yeah. It's good to see. We've got some really fast drivers coming in here. And we're just seeing that tower there, the best lap times coming through. Which will be the qualifying times. So I was seeing both the headshites up there as well, in fourth and fifth, both Daniel and Simon.
Stevie Dubs thereabouts. Still yet to see Ruben or jump into the qualifying session.
I think Ruben might have not had a great qualifying because I'm seeing him has done 3 laps, but none of them have counted. I think he may have tagged the wall on both laps, maybe.
Yeah. I just pulled up the other screen. I've got his time. It was a 28.775, but I think you may be right, Matt. I think he may have touched the wall there somewhere.
I think he might have wrecked on the second one. So. He might have spun coming off the last corner and ended up spinning across the start-finish line, which meant he registered a lap, but then it just kills you for your second lap. You can't really do a second lap because you start from scratch. Because I'm not seeing him as recording a last lap time, so I think something has gone a bit wrong in qualifying for him there.
Yeah, now the other person that I haven't seen is, there he is, Dave Douglas, up into 6th place with a 27.093.
I'm just seeing Jason Martin go around to do his second lap. And I think there's indication of a little bit of strategy in this as well. Because, 27.04. So I noticed it as well with Gallagher. His first lap was a lot slower than you would expect it, like about a second slower. And then the second lap was the real fast lap. So I think maybe a bit of strategy of using the first lap to warm those tyres up a bit and then really go for it on the second lap.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, Matt. You read my mind. Looks like they've got some of these top guys are using that first lap to get some heat, and then really going for it.
Yeah, it does. It does.
So, according to me, Mr. Dyson has taken pole.
Yeah, we'll just have a look here and run through our grid if we can.
Yep.
Just set up some cameras.
Yep. Okay. So first pole sitter is Andrew Dyson. Ryan Jones, very good time there for Ryan Jones to get onto the front row in second. Hamish Gallagher, we knew he'd have to be up there somewhere at the end of qualifying. And again, Toby Stent, our Japanese-based Kiwi driver. So But I'm not like what I see down that right hand side, Matt. Chev and then 3 Toyotas.
3 Toyotas. Well, I'm not liking what I'm seeing in my graphics. I've just tried to go to the next page and it's frozen on me. So let's see. I might have to reset that and get out of that. It doesn't seem to want to work.
All right. Well, according to my timing, we've got where are we? Daniel Herdeschi, Dave Douglas, good time. Josh Micklemore, Simon Herdeschi, Stephen Dubb, JCW, Josh. Sorry, mate. Josh Kalashin.
Yep.
And then that man that shall remain nameless, Lachlan.
Lockie. Yep.
Yeah. Adam Malone, Tom Neal, Gary Wheelman, Aidan Schultz. Good to see him up there. Luke Georgeson, Tristan Koch, Sean Dookie.
Yep.
Dakey.
Brad Finley.
Yep.
Mirko's there.
Yep.
Phil Bissett.
Keep going.
Don Gilbert. Norman Clark. Phil Otto. David Sontag. Nigel Patton. Ruben Phelps in 29th. No Tompkins in 30th. That's all the drivers who set a lap. After that, we have Matthew Raymond, Paul Drady, Aaron Dillon, Mark Smith, Jamie Nankervis, and Ashley Dodson. It is a huge field.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Got to play the waiting game. Be patient here, I think. By the look of the track, it's still not rubbered up very much, so we'll just have to wait and see if we can get through these first couple of laps without any of the contenders getting taken out.
Yeah, just seeing Andrew Dyson's not on the track. Pole sitter Andrew Dyson is not on the track, so it's going to be good for... Not sure what's going on there.
Excuse me.
But Andrew Dyson is not on the track at the moment. So I don't know if he's going to start from pit lane or what the story is there, but they're about to come around and take the green flag.
That helps Hamish, and Hamish gets a nice clean start, followed by Josh Micklemore. Now this first lap is where we may see some action. It looks like they've all got through that dog leg nice and cleanly. Oh, Tristan Koch is in the fence on the back straight, on the front straight, I should say. So no caution. No, we're staying green.
It's pretty wild, up and down through the field here. Don't know where to look really. There's so much action going on. What we might do is we might focus on our championship contenders. So Hamish Gallagher out front there, nice and settled. He's got a teammate behind him, and Jason Martin, Josh Micklemore sitting in 8th position at the moment. Just looking to get on the inside of JCW there. And our other top 3 championship contender, Ruben Phelps, slowly working his way through. He's 23rd at the moment, up 6 spots, so he'll be looking to work his way through the field pretty quickly.
I think Ruben's probably done the smart thing and started from the back and maybe hoping for that first dogleg caution, but it hasn't worked that way tonight. I've seen many a time we come into that dogleg for the first time on the start because they've actually moved the start-finish line further around the track now, so there's normally a great deal of carnage on that opening lap.
Yeah, so far so good. It's looking pretty good and clean. What we might do is we might just jump to our side ticker here and just give everybody a bit of a chance to see where their favourite driver is in the field. And as we see, the lights are coming on in the background and starting to take over.
Andrew Dyson must have started from pit lane because he's out on the track and he's now up to 32nd, so he's definitely having a good run.
Yeah, look for him to be a challenger near the end. Of course, good practice for him for tomorrow night's showdown in the Cup Series.
Yeah, it's all go this week for a couple of drivers. We've got the top four here. Ed and Dyson are in a battle tomorrow night for the ANZCAR Cup, and then Ed's in a battle on Saturday night for the Weekend Warriors Championship. So some busy nights ahead of a few drivers, Matt.
It is, yeah. It's a very busy week for the drivers who are still in contention, and it's still a fun week as well for the drivers who might not be in contention for championship, but still looking to get strong finishes for the end of the year. So,
Definitely.
So far, so good. Really
Look, I can't see us getting through many more laps without someone. And speaking there, who was that? 57 car just got a bit squirrely there and into the turn.
Yeah, I've seen a bit of damage, a few 4Xs on some cars. Damage to the outside of the right front for Daniel Hedershite. So he's obviously made contact with the wall there. But it's all looking pretty spread out at the front there at the moment.
Yeah, everyone's behaving themselves in single file, which is unusual. Although it is a long race, 120 laps around here, so we may get some action. Did you happen to find out what type of fuel they're getting out of these tonight?
Yeah, I believe they'll be getting around about 60 to 62 laps. Yeah, about 60, 62 laps, and that's probably pretty much going flat out. So it may be pretty quiet at the moment because everyone's just wanting to stretch it and make sure they get to that
midway point.
Yeah, midway point and a green flag pit stop and get that over and done with, and then maybe they'll start sort of dialing up the aggression levels there a bit.
Ruben supporting his new team colours there, SRM.
He's up to 19th position now. He's up 10 spots since the start of the race.
Good camera angles there, Matt.
Of course, we've got Hamish at the front there, so he would have collected a bonus point already for leading a lap. Sorry, mate.
No, I'm just going back through the field, and it looks like everyone's really behaving themselves. So very ordinary. Oh, the 63 of David Sontag just tagged the wall down the back straight, and Dyson splits the two of those guys down the back. Great move there by Dyson. He's definitely on a hurry up.
He is. Could see the One Star Racing guys are out there again tonight. So new to the series in the last few weeks. Running pretty good at the moment, just nice and solid. Obviously, David looks like he's got a bit of damage to that right front. But still circulating. Oh, we've got a spinner right behind them.
And we've cut under caution.
Under caution. So that looked like it was Nigel Patton, I could see. That was spinning sideways there. There's quite a bit of damage to the back of him.
It looks like he's just gotten loose and gone around by himself.
So what we'll do, we'll just keep an eye on
no. Might go back and have another look at that if you can, Matt.
I'll just keep an eye on the pit stops and see who's coming in and who's not. We are seeing a handful of Lillet drivers on the right hand side there pitting, so definitely different strategies in that going on there. But also as well, I'm just a little bit worried. Last week I was having, every time there was a rush down pit road, I was getting a freeze up on my graphics, so I couldn't really go through and have a look. So I'm just testing to see if we're still good. So this week we're good. So yeah, that's the joys of it. Is 1 week it doesn't work properly, and 1 week it does, and yeah. But it looks like Ryan Jones is the
So
first of those leading cars that's decided to come in and to have a pit stop.
Dyson's come in,
Yep. So
and had a sheave.
look like four tyres and stuff as well. So we'll see how that goes for them. And so let's go and have a look and see if what happened to Nigel Patton here.
That's Jamie Nankervis on the inside there. And
Oh
it
yeah,
looks like was it a net code, or did he actually make contact?
I think there was a little bit of contact.
Yeah.
So just missed it. So there we are. We'll go back here like this.
I think
Just a
there may have
little
been
bit of,
a little, just a
a
slight
little
touch.
touch there, yeah, which is just enough to unsettle the car, the 90 car, unfortunately. And then he has slid up here. Ooh.
Oh, was that Ruben?
No, I think that was
Or
Noddy who did a
Noddy?
good job of
No.
getting out of the way of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just enough to bring out the caution, that slide. So we'll go back live now. And we'll have a look for it out. So pretty quick cautions at the moment on this track. They get them formed up pretty quickly as the pace car is coming off.
No easy run here now for Hamish.
We might crank this up a little bit when they get around to the corner. I'll put the camera on the one that usually does the wall camera and cranks it up. See them come down this back straight. There we go.
Hamish got another. Yep, Hamish got a blinder at the start. Followed by Jason Martin, but he's trying to get underneath him.
Oh, we're gonna. Oh, there's a big wreck on the back straight.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that looks huge. Now I just saw an M&M's car sideways sliding down the track, so I'm just trying to find him in the order so that I can. This is the problem with so many cars. It takes me a bit to work out where everybody is. There we are, we got him. So let's go back. Oh, he's missing the front of that car. So we'll go back and have a look and see if we can unpack what's going on here. So just have a look here in the corner. The 11 car is low.
Well, looks like he may have done this by himself.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, so on that low line, sometimes you can get a bit sideways. And so he's spun in front of the back half of the field, and they've all had nowhere to go. Matty Ray's involved in it. Norman Clark there, and it's just the track's clogged up. You've got nowhere to go. On the brakes, trying to just hope and pray. And
that's not Ruben at the back there, is it?
Oh, I'm not sure. You'll have to have a look. It might be Noddy. Yeah, no, that's a fairly substantial wreck, that one.
Yeah, taking a few cars.
Yeah, so we just see this from another angle here. The number of cars involved in it, and just nowhere to go, unfortunately, for those guys right behind it. There's a lot of cars missing their front bumper after that one.
Yeah, and a lot of cars very lucky to get through there.
So that's Ryan Joseph in the pits there, just getting more repairs done to that car. Of course, with such a short lap time, it's going to be really hard to get a lot of damage repaired in the pits every time.
So I'm showing at the moment Simon and Hadashid and Ashley Dogson a lap down. So
Yeah, I think they might be pretty badly damaged. The 807 Ashley Dodson, I think, might have parked it for the night. Simon Hishout's been obviously getting a bit more repairs done. Yeah, but as they look like they're going to come around again for another
yeah,
restart.
I can confirm, mate. Ashley Dogson has put it behind the fence, so his night's done.
Yeah, just too much damage. Just one of those ones, unfortunately, had nowhere to go and got caught out. As you see, Gallagher makes a jump there on the flag, and we'll jump to the static.
Oh, Dave's Double D looked like he's got a bit sideways there, mate. He's got a touch from the rear end. Oh, help his bumper anyway.
Maybe that would be Toby's step that's up there behind you.
Yeah. Some great running out the front here. The guys have settled back down, single file. And the big mover, as you can see, oh no, that's not. I thought that. Sorry, I thought that was Dyson. I was going to say that's a great move. I dare say that is 98. That's Stevie Dubb. So he's made up a few spots. Where did he start?
He's up 4 spots. He started in 10th position. He's up to 6th spot now. This is one of Stevie Dubb is usually pretty strong on this track. Usually has a good run. But we'll see Micklemore's jumped up into 5th, our championship contenders. Just having a look for Ruben Phelps. He is in 14th position here, just behind the 41 of Dyson.
So I'd say Ruben's probably going to be the smart and probably try and follow Dyson through.
Yeah.
If you want a car in front that you've got to have in front of you to lead your way through the field, it's definitely Dyson would be my first pick.
Yeah, he definitely opened up the cars, but I think he might have got too far behind. Although he's got to use that dog leg. Right down the bottom, get a really good run there. It's going to pass the 38 of Tom Neal there. Good move.
Oh, Dyson looked like he just touched the wall there.
Just have a little look back through the field. Fairly spread out back here now. Obviously the car's missing bumpers, just running around. Waiting for the next portion to get some more repairs done. Battle going on here. I think it's Matthew Raymond and Paul Drady. Paul Drady looking to pass Matty Ray. Matty Ray's car's looking pretty beat up. Missing the back bumper from that being involved in that wreck. As Drady's going to use the dog leg, cut the dog leg, and should be able to clear Matty Ray on the straight here.
Just keeping an eye on the front, mate. The top 3 has now nearly got a gap of a second over 4th place. So
yeah, I think from memory Dave Douglas is pretty strong at this track as well. So Hamish Gallagher's very strong, obviously, and then Dave Douglas as well. Jason Martin's usually pretty strong on most tracks, but they've definitely got a real breakaway group, these 3.
yeah, just nice and easy, nice and single file. Probably, well, they wouldn't be working with each other in the sense that trying to push each other, but just playing nice and calm, so they probably get to that mid race pit stop.
I think so as well. Yeah, I think they might be pushing pretty hard now. I just saw in the background the 31 of Micklemore looking to make the move into 4th position.
Yeah, and he's done that, although Toby's not letting him get away with it.
A 98 looking to try and get on the inside there and get through the door that the 31's opened and hold the 189 up the top and get past.
JCW's moved to the inside and look at trying to get under Stevie Dubb.
And Lockie's right behind them as well, the 42. And we're under caution again.
I totally missed that. Oh.
We've got another big wreck on the end of the back straight, so let's have a look and see if we can work out what's going on here.
Recognised Jamie Nankervis involved in that. Oh, teammates.
What happened there? We'll just slow that down. Oh, that's a weird one.
Unless that car 30 was coming from the infield, inside wall, Matt. That's big hit for the 83 car.
Yeah.
And everyone's in pit lane. Top 3 are in pit lane.
And all 3 teammates collected in that one. So we'll just have a look again and
yeah, so the 30 car has actually clipped the outside wall and come down. Very lucky not to get
yep, he's come down. 035.
And his teammates had nowhere to go. He'd be on the brakes there and whack.
Yeah, it's very unusual.
That's Paul Drady, I believe, isn't it? 129.
That's correct, yeah. And then the 3rd teammate comes and stacks into the wreck in here. So very unfortunate. All 3 of their cars look like they're toast. Right, let's go back to the front of the field.
And look who's out the front. One, Mr. Andrew Dyson.
Yeah, but it's been 18 laps since he's pitted, and Daniel behind him, it's been 15 laps since he's pitted as well. So Lockie is the first car that has pitted, and I reckon he's only taken 2 tyres with the 9.9 second lap pit stop time. I think he might have only taken 2 tyres.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And so looking back for the field, Mirko's going to be in 4th or 5th maybe, I'm not sure. But I don't see Hamish Gallagher up there. I only see Hamish Gallagher in 18th with a 20-second pit stop. Something's obviously happened in his pit stop there. I don't know if he's maybe overshot the mark and had to back, or he's copped a penalty. But his pit stop time's 6 seconds longer than everybody else.
I'll go back and I'll see if I can see it.
And he's still having to drop back as well. And so that's great news for Ruben Phelps, who's in 13th, and Josh Micklemore in 6th. So that's really going to spice the championship up. And Hamish is still dropping back. He is 22nd at the moment on the scoring chart.
Oh, by what I can see, he's taken right side tyres, taken lefts.
Yep.
And I reckon he may have even got a speeding in pit lane. So, yeah, not quite sure. We'll have to have a look at that and get to the bottom of it post-race.
Yeah, well, showing him as restarting this race in 21st. So, yeah, that's going to have a big impact on the championship. It's going to change it.
Most definitely is, because he's coming into the night. He was leading, so yeah, we'll have to wait and see how this plays out.
Dyson
Great
gets a good
start.
jump.
Yeah.
And a number of cars go for the dog leg.
Great start by Lockie and Dave.
Oh, and that's not good. Is that going to put us under another caution?
Yes, it is.
So let's try and dissect what's happened there. That happened with Lockie and Dave. So let's have a look. Just speed up a little bit. Oh, I think Dave's might have pushed out a little bit the slide, maybe expecting the 42 to be a bit higher on the track. And then that's just set them both off into the inside wall. Cars checking up behind them.
It's unfortunate for Lockie there because if Dave hadn't have got him a second time on, he had that saved. So
And then poor Gary at the end, nowhere to go, and Sean got clipped as well. Oh, Sean got put on the wall. So we can see here that Sean, unfortunately, just had nowhere to go. He's trying to get through. Oh, how lucky for Gallagher as well, hanging on the outside there. 42's clipped the 45, and then just clipped the 26, and he's gone into the wall and come to a complete stop. And then the 20's not expecting the 26 to come to a complete stop, and then hits him, and then the 57 comes in and finishes him off.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Well, we did say pre-race that this may ever happen with such a big number around here.
Yeah.
But it's unfortunate that it's a stop go and we can't get a good green flag run at the moment.
No, because we had that green flag run to start the race, but now it's all got a little bit messy. I think the aggression levels sort of come up a little bit, and people are pushing it a bit harder, and that's why we're seeing cars get a little bit loose and pushing up and a bit of contact. But yeah, we will be seeing a number of cars copping damage and getting repairs.
So, according to me, we've got the first contender for the championships, Daniel Heddershield. He's in third. Josh Micklemore in fourth. Hamish Gallagher down in 15th. And Ruben in 10th. So it's definitely going to be interesting, Matt. You're going to have your work cut out for you at the end of the night to see who's our champion.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a survival and a little bit of luck as well. I mean, that certainly helps Gallagher. He's managed to claw back 6 spots just with that. But he was also able to avoid it as well and get through. So, yeah, could be a little bit of who's left driving at the end, really. And Micklemore's sitting good in 5th spot. He'll be hoping he's nice and safe up there. And Phelps sitting in 10th. And then Gallagher in 15th. So, yeah. If it was the end now, I think Micklemore would be pretty happy. I think he'd probably be the champion. Thinking 10 points.
Yes.
Hamish is 5 points ahead, I reckon, with the 2 bonus points so far. But they're getting ready to come around again. See if we can try a different view this time. Sort of see how they fan out. So Dyson gets the jump there, leaves it right to the end of the restart zone.
Yep. Toby's hanging with him on the outside there.
Toby's got the pass done.
Yep,
Excellent.
great pass, great run around the outside to Toby Stent.
Now that's the difference of about 18 laps on tyres. So I think we've seen Dyson get swamped a little bit by tyres here.
And Martin's done a great job and driven around the outside also, and now taking second spot.
I think we're going to see Josh clear him on the outside too. That's third. See Gallagher in the background there making moves on the inside, trying to get back up there again. So those tyres are definitely making a difference. 41 has definitely been hurt by the older tyres.
Yeah, the top three are definitely on like as the fresh tyres. So now these guys need to work together and start to get the field. As you said, Matt, you know, some older tyres there. JCW now is up in the fourth, according to my timing. But
Yep, that's right.
yep. So he's on newer tyres also.
And Aiden Schultz having a good run as well. He's up in sixth. I think he's about to make the fifth, is he? Alright, battling with Daniel Hedeshite there, sixth spot. Trading positions. So they spread out through the dog leg.
Oh, touch and
And we're going to have another caution. Alright, we'll just have a quick look back at that, see what happened there. We were actually had the camera on Daniel at the time.
just a touch by Stevie Dub.
Yeah, it's this is the problem with having the dog leg open, is that you have cars all over the track here and coming up and getting out of line and stuff. And Stevie Dubs just pushed up tight and into the 035. Real uncharacteristic mistake from the 98 Stephen Williams. Don't often see him make mistakes like that.
No. And both Ruben and Hamey should be counting their prayers there that Stevie Dub didn't come back down and collect both of them.
Indeed. Yeah, so we just check this up and see. So Josh McMorr, just recapping those championship leaders. McMorr in third, Ruben Phelps in eighth, and Hamish Gallagher in ninth. So that would be 6 points. So I would make that as 6 points difference between McMorr and Gallagher. I'd make Josh champion by 1 point, I think, at the moment.
I think you're probably right. As I said to Carl on last week, my abacus is broken, so I can't help you there.
So well, I'm thinking so far that Gallagher will have a point for leading a lap, and he might have a point for leading the most laps so far. Of course, we still have another 70 laps or 72 laps to go, so somebody else could take that over. But if we say that he's got 2 points so far, we started with a 3-point lead, so he would be 5 points ahead. So yeah, if Josh is 6 points ahead now, he'd be champ by 1 point on my rough calculations, of course.
Yeah. Do we pay out points for fastest lap on the race?
We do, yeah. Yep.
So Hamish has got that at the moment also.
So that would be another bonus point as well. So I mean, at the moment, then they could be neck and neck.
Because Hamish's best time is a 27.3, 3.81. Micklemore's is a 27.6, and Rubens is a 27.7.
I see Jason Martin with a 27.3. Is that quicker than Hamish?
27.
23.66. I think he might. I think Jason might have the fastest lap with 27.366.
Yeah, that's right, mate. He has.
So yeah, that would be denying a point to Gallagher there.
Oh,
It's
send,
complicated. We're hoping as soon as the race finishes, we're hoping to be able to update the points and get you the answer to who's your champion before the end of the broadcast. Because it's close. It is really close.
yeah, last lap will decide, I guess.
It could be it could be the wrong place, wrong time, and a caution be the decider.
Well, I mean to say, both Ruben and Hamish, as I said, they were lucky to get away from that one. Stevie Dub, or if he kept coming down track, he would have collected both of those guys, and it would have opened the door right up again.
It would have, yeah. To see the pace car peel off, so we're about to go green again. Martin has control of the field.
And those two boys there would be talking to each other, so
yeah, they'll
Martin
coordinate that.
and me, yep.
This is a really weird restart because the pace car pulls off so early because of the track configuration, and you roll around here for so long and you don't know when to go. But you've got that Geico zone you can see in the background there. That's where you are supposed to go. And yeah, we see the 21 and the 33 get a good jump.
Yeah, great start by those two guys. Oh, although Micklemore got a bit squirrely there coming down through the dog leg. And again, this is what you were saying, Matt. That dog leg just causes so many issues.
Yeah, so that's why I don't like it. We're under caution again. Not sure what this one's for.
Did see someone rub the fence, but that can't be for that, surely.
What lap are we on? I just need to look back at this incident and see. Just see if we can find out what's going on here. Oh, look. Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Just at the back here. So these back markers shouldn't really be racing this hard in the race now. Their cars are all pretty much toast. They should be just circulating, and looks like I think the 053 might have just come up into the 11. Yeah, just giving him a little bit of a touch there.
Love tap.
Yep. And then let's just set the 11 around. And then 64, 63 gets collected, and then that gets collected, and
Noddy's done well there to pull up and missed the whole lot.
yes, indeed. But yeah, that's another one, unfortunately, for the 63 where it's not his fault, but not involved and gets collected. So that is the way, unfortunately, with short track racing.
Yes. So, retirement so far, Phil Bessett, Mark Smith, Nigel Patton, Paul Drady, and Ashley Dodson. They are out of the race. I'm actually showing at the moment Matty Raymond 3 laps down. Norman and Simon Heddershield a lap down. So one of those guys are going to be lucky and get the lucky dog.
Oh no, I think you might need to refresh your timing because I'm seeing Matty Ray's 7 laps down and Ryan Jones 2 laps down. Noddy Tompkins 1 lap down at the moment.
Oh, that looks a bit better.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right. The timing sometimes does go to sleep, which is a real pain.
Yeah, so Noddy will get the lucky dog if he hasn't gone into the pits.
Oh, here's someone guessing it. This has been good for Gallagher. He's had really good restarts on these, and he's had a lot of practice on them because they've been quick fire. But Gallagher is now back up to 6, so we've seen him go from 21st up to 6, just through all these spaded cautions. Mickelmore's still sitting there in 2nd, and Ruben Phelps is sort of stuck there a little bit at 9th now. Up 20 spots on the race though.
Yeah, and they've all looked like they've on about the same tyres, so no one's come down pit lane this time round, except the guys at the back.
Yeah, Dyson's still on the oldest tyres though. 38 laps on his. So he's obviously keeping more tyres in the back.
So he'll probably run that tank of fuel out and then come in and hopefully take well, he will take tyres when he gets fuel, but that'll give him a good run at the rear end of the race.
Yeah, and he might not have so many cars to work his way through. Just looking back there, it's the field's starting to thin out quite a bit.
Phoenix will do that.
Yeah, short tracks will. Big field at short tracks. And this long wait now as the pace car's off. We're waiting to get to the restart zone.
I really don't like this configuration of this track. I'd rather where the start finish line was before.
Yeah, I agree.
The other bad thing is, Matt, is that you're actually trying to restart on a curve.
On a corner, yep.
And the Mitch boys have got a great run. Look at Toby. What a great run inside from Toby's fence through that dogleg then.
Yeah, using the outside to good effect there. So we see the 3 wide down the straight there. Just try and keep an eye on this.
Hamish has done great. He's now up into 5th.
Yep. 4 for 50 might be, yeah, he's going to cut that dog leg here.
Yep. Yeah, he's got 4th place.
Yep.
Great run to the dog leg on that inside.
So that would definitely removes any doubt for a championship at the moment. He would be the championship winner.
Although there's still what, 50, 60 laps to go?
Yeah.
60 plus laps, so anything can happen. I wouldn't be counting my chickens just yet.
No, and I would think there'd still be another pit stop to come as well. So seeing there the 92 and the 52 battling there. Got a car low just keeping out of the way. That's Norman Clark there. Although unfortunately he's going to be on the 3rd line now.
Oh, Ruben has used that the slower car great to his great advantage there.
Yeah, he's up to 7th position now, so he's had anything left, he's definitely putting it out there now and putting the foot down.
Yellow.
Another caution. And just have a look and see what's caused that. Maybe Luke Jordan? I'll just have a look and see.
He disappeared. Oh.
Yeah, so that's been a network issue again, I think. Sorry, I say again because we saw earlier in the season that there was a bit of a blink out from Luke. So I think we'll see here. So I mean, you can see there Norm's been hit by an invisible car. So because that after dark car there, Luke Jordan's there, disappeared, and then yeah, so Luke's probably can't see where the 09 is, and the 09 can't see where Luke is because he's just not in the server at that time, and yeah, you can definitely see that very, very clear what happens there because you can just see the 9 car just get turned by an invisible car right there.
And them Klingons are back.
Yeah. So cloaking shield on that car, and then Luke's car's back. So just unfortunate that one. That's just a connection issue, or a server issue potentially in connection, and that's the result of it.
Yeah, and so, Noddy got the wave around the time, so we now have 19 cars back on the lead lap.
Yeah, so when we refer to blinking, that's what we mean when we say that a driver is blinking. They are cutting in and out of the server there and cutting in and out of vision. But we'll have a look, throw it up and have a little look at the cautions for Abigail. 7 cautions, 24 laps. And we still have 60 laps to go. It's been 5 lead changes.
So guys can actually come in now and take a pit stop, and make the end of the race. So we'll I don't know if anyone will be game enough.
Yeah, I think people might be banking on at least another caution with the way it's been going. But the thing is, sometimes we see trends with these races where there are a lot of cautions early, but and then the last part of the race tends to go green flag a lot more because there's just not so many cars left because they've all wrecked out early. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see if that it follows that trend still. But yeah, the field is definitely thinning out quite a bit. We started with 35 cars, took the green flag, and we're down to about
28,
28
28 still
cars.
running. Yeah.
I think there must be a few. 1,
I'll
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I'll just
7, 8, 9,
no,
10, 11. I see 11 cars off track. So yeah, so
yeah,
what's that? 24 still.
or 20, yeah, 24 still circulating.
Yeah,
Timing had gone to sleep again.
but I think there's a number of cars who are damaged at the back as well, who won't be doing much speed. So they'll be a good second or two down on lap time. So they won't be in a factor or in the way. As we're coming around again for yet another restart.
I say Hamish will stay on track and use the track this time. Don't reckon he'll come down through the dog leg. He may try that outside move.
Yeah, I think, and the 21 and 31 will probably get a good synchronized start as well. I think the 21 should call it. And they're away. I might just crank it up a little bit. Just come back from that, and so we can see Gallagher now trying to get around the outside of a stent there, and that will make it an actual Mitch Motorsport 1-2-3 if he can get the move done. But Toby Stent in the 189 is fighting hard to keep that position.
He's definitely not going to make it easy for Hamish, that's for sure. He's sticking it thereabouts. Oh, I think Hamish just touched the wall there. Let's hope it's done no damage to the car.
So far, so good, I think, for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was only a light brush, nothing like Martinsville in the real world on the weekend.
No. As you see the battle on the end of the top 10 here. Ruben Felt's lining up the 41 of Dyson there, looking to make the move. That will move Ruben up into 8th spot. And Tom Neal sitting there in 10th spot in the After Dark car. Adam Malone having a good solid run in the monster car. Just sitting in 11th. Phil Otto in the number 1 car running in 12th. Josh Kellishan and the 36 car, the One Star Racing, he is in 13th spot. And Lockie in 14th after that early wreck. Tristan sitting in 15th. So Ruben's really making a bit of a charge to the front now. I see the time down light up again. He has passed Schultz for the 7th position and now trying to chase down Carol Warden in the 35, who's trying to pass the 98. That's why. So Ruben is on 10 lap tyres, so he has a 25 to 26 lap advantage on tyres to these other cars.
So he must have come in on that caution previous to that last one and taken tyres, which we missed.
Yeah, so he's probably one that's decided that he'd get tyres and fuel with the idea of being able to make it to the end of the race from here, from the next restart. So I'm not sure if everybody else is going to need a pit stop or not.
It's going to be interesting. If we get another caution, I'll say everyone will come down pit lane, take tyres. These aren't the same as the Cup cars on tyres. You do get an advantage on fresh rubber. So although these two are Ruben and Stevie Dove was just having a great ding dong battle there, and Rubens has one out on that one. So that's now moved him up another spot, up to fifth position.
Fifth spot, yeah. And so now he needs to chase down Toby Stent, and then the Mitch Motorsport boys, who have really kicked out. Over a second, almost a second and a half between third place Gallagher and Toby Stent in fourth.
And Ruben just popped up with a purple sector, so he's really on the move.
Yeah, he's really pushing hard at the moment, just trying to get as many positions as he can while he's got that tyre advantage.
The only thing is, though, Matt, is if he pushes too hard, he can burn those tyres off, and he'll have nothing to fight with the boys at the front, even with the younger tyres.
Yeah, that's the problem he's going to have, but I think he might be banking on this one going green from here on in. This is the longest, I mean, touch wood, or knock on wood, this is the longest sort of green flag run we've had for a while now.
And he's finally got the job done on Toby, so it's full steam ahead to the Mitch boys out front.
Yeah, he's got a almost 2 second gap to close down now. And so we're seeing Josh and Jason battling side by side. I think Josh, I think Josh wants to get a lap lead point at least.
Just looking at the so Jason has set the fastest lap of the race with a 27.366. Then Hamish with a 27.381, and Josh Mickelmore with a 27.593. So bonus points here and there are going to make it. Well, if Hamish finishes where he is, it's not going to make a big difference. But should he get involved with anything, it will.
Yeah, and it will. And just looking at times as well, Ruben's times have kind of stalled out a bit. He's kind of running around the same lap times as those top three cars now. We can see the data there on the screen. Jason's last lap time was a 28.3 and Ruben's was a 28.3 as well. So I think your point that Ruben might have had to burn his stuff up a little bit to try and get up there might be playing through, as we see.
Oh, caution!
So I'll just have a look here and see. Just get you to keep an eye on the pits, because I think we might see some leaders in the pits, I'm not sure. So Ryan Jones and what is left of his car. Has there been a bit of contact here in the corner? Ooh, there has been a bit of contact there. So we just look through here again. Might be a bit of short track aggression going on here.
Top three are in. Ruben has stayed out. Toby's in.
So we'll come back live here. Yeah, so Ruben has stayed out.
Same with Dyson. He's also stayed out. Everyone else is in pit lane.
Seeing Dyson has pitted 5 laps ago. Did he get into the pits under green, maybe?
Say he may have.
That's the case.
But-
It's worked out perfectly for him. Because I think he might still be on the lead lap. That's
So I can tell you, Josh took 4 tyres. Hamish took 4 tyres. Martin took 4 tyres. And I reckon Mr. Stent only took 2.
Yep, that's right. I'm seeing him as his pit box time is 9.1 seconds. Actually, I could probably show up a graphic on that. Yeah, there we are. I forget I've got this graphic, so you can see with the pit stop times there, the pit box time. You can see that Toby Stent's time really stands out because it's 9 seconds as opposed to about 14 seconds for everybody else. So that would probably be consistent with taking 2 tyres only.
So 2 tyres and a churn of fuel. That'd be it.
Now, did Ruben pit that last time?
No, he never.
So he's sitting duck now. He's 22 laps on his set of tyres.
But what he's also done though, yes.
He's got a set of tyres spare up his sleeve, I think, so he had to hold on to those just in case, I think.
Yeah, but he's also picked up his bonus point for leading a lap, so I'd say that may have been what he's done, and he's maybe banking on another caution.
Yeah. I think that's he's rolling the dice. Really, he has to. He's put all his chips on the table, and so what he's hoping for is that there will be another caution, and he will come in and get a fresh set of tyres and be able to use those as an advantage.
And I can guarantee you, you'll be hoping that the 31 and the 13 cars involved in that next caution. Tell you what, Mr. Wellman's done well to be up there, getting involved in a few things earlier on, and he's sitting in second spot. So well done to him.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the front of that car's obviously got quite a bit of damage to it, and he's had some very long pit stops to get the damage repaired, but yeah, so far he's running pretty good. It's showing his... He must be tired of clicking his tyres off because he's showing his 10 pit stops. So yeah, he's pitted 10 times to get repairs on that car. As you see, the leader charges away there. Toby Stent gets a good jump as well on those 2 tyres. And yeah, you can... Wow, look at those cars flying through.
Look at Hamish come from what?
Oh, the 36 is going round. We might have another caution. No, so far so good.
Yep, caution.
A big one on the straight. I think we might end up having 5 cars left running. It's the end of the season. I think everyone's kind of lost their minds.
Check the helmet and check your brain in.
Yeah. So I'll just see if we can have a look at this. We'll just slow this down a bit and just try and unpack what's going on. So 36 has got loose on the inside there, but I don't think the caution has come from that. Something happened up the front here. Oh, Williams, I think has got loose. No, he's held it. Tom's got loose there. I still think there's something up the front before this. Oh, the monster car's just lost it on his own. That's pretty weird. If we go back and have a look at this. So there's two separate incidents here. The Neil car's lost it, and then the 34 of Malone down the bottom there has just lost it as well. I think he's tried to go too low, and it's just lost it off there. Oh, poor Phil Otto in the back there, nowhere to go, getting collected. Good news for Ruben, anyway, he gets to stay up front.
Yep. Good news for Ruben, but bad news for Ruben because look, you know who's going to start right behind him? That number 13 car.
Yeah, not too good for him then.
And the way Hamish has been getting through that dog leg down low, you'd have to say that he'll come out in the lead of the race by the end of the dog leg.
I think so. I think because the restart zone is on a corner, I think that's where we're seeing those fresh tyres have a really big advantage on that restart. Yeah, just another reason to hate the corner restart zone. Jeez, how many cars we still got going?
23?
Oh, still 23?
Yeah.
Some of them are not making any lap time though, are they?
No.
Some of them are parked up in the pits getting repairs.
Start, see if I can go down pit lane here and so Norman Clark's in pit lane, Phil Otto's in pit lane.
Yeah, Ryan Jones has parked it for the night, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're still seeing Norman Clark in the car, but I don't think he's circulating. I think he's sitting in pit road.
No, he's definitely on pit road. I'd say he's getting some damage repaired.
I think Phil Otto's just pulled out, I think. But anyway, we'll go back to another restart. We'll try and get some laps done here. Let's see what they can do coming down the straight here. And Ruben gets the jump there. Togastead's done a pretty good job to go with him.
Oh! Talk about threading the needle.
Aggressive move there.
Great start though by Toby. Like that was a great move through the split those two guys and come out in front.
It was an excellent move. As we see the 13 looking to run, cut the dog leg. Just coming out of that corner with so much more speed.
Yeah. Look, if we get another caution, Ruben has to come down pit lane and get tyres.
Yeah, I think so too. With 30 laps to go now, he's got nothing to lose.
Like he's going to get swamped by these guys on fresher tyres. You know, in one lap or two laps, he's dropped from first to fourth. So, and about to go down to fifth spot.
Just trying to get a good camera angle on it. Yeah, so we're just seeing Martin's going to do a bit of a crossover move here, get past Phelps. The other car that was on really old tyres, Gary Wellman, he's dropped down to 13th position now.
Well, if it finishes the way it is, that number 13 car will be champion.
He will be indeed, yeah, and his teammate and T-Boss behind him, Mickelmore, will be second, and
Yep.
Phelps running in 6th spot at the moment.
I don't think Lockyer or Matty Ray will have
got
enough
another
points.
spinner on the backs there. 52.
That's Aidan Schultz.
So spinning off the turn 2 there.
I'll just keep an eye on Ruben.
Let's see what happened here. See if we can get ourselves a good camera view. Did he get a little bit of help? Yeah, he might have got a little bit of a help there, unfortunately, just at the exit of the corner. I think Phelps had a bit of a, Williams had a bit of a run on him, and yeah, it might have been just a little bit of a touch there that just unfortunately spun the 52.
And Phelps is in pit lane.
So we jump back live. Schultz is in pit lane as well.
Yep. Ruben has taken 4 tyres. So, Matt, is there enough laps for him? There's definitely enough laps, but
he's got.
That's a big ask.
And he's only dealing with about 14, 15 lap fresher tyres, and that's not necessarily green flag laps either. What are we looking at? 25 laps. The way we're going, probably looking at another caution. Yeah, be interesting to see if he's got time. Just gonna grab myself a drink. I'll be right back.
Yep. So it's going to be interesting though to see if Toby can get another great start like he did. Although Hamish right up next to him, you'd have to probably say that Hamish will try and duck down on the inside and get that run through that dog leg like he has been doing. So it's going to be interesting this last sprint race. Are we going to see another caution that could possibly take out some more cars?
Yeah, I think we probably get one more caution. The way
I'd
it's been going tonight.
Yeah. The way, yeah. So Ruben Phelps has dropped down to 12th. Now, he's got some damaged cars in between himself and the guys in front. Are these guys that aren't in the championship race going to be kind to him?
Yeah, they might not even know he's in the championship race.
True.
Although I think he's got Tristan and Lockie in front of him, so they will most likely know. So they'll have a bit of an idea of it. Can we see Stent do enough on the restart to hold off Gallagher though?
Well, I was just saying while you were out getting the drink, Matt, I reckon we may see Hamish do the move of Toby did the last restart.
Way. Oh, he's done a really good job. He's got a really good start.
Yeah.
And he's caught. He might have caught Gallagher off guard as well, napping a bit.
That's allowed Micklemore through in the second spot.
Yeah. Really good restart there from Stent.
I was talking to Toby over the weekend, and he's been doing a fair bit of oval track racing lately. I know he's got a win in the New Zealand League in the Cup car, so that's
Nice.
that was good for him. And we may see another non-chase car win a round of the chase. Oh, sorry.
That's the Cup Series. You're in the wrong series.
Wrong series.
That's tomorrow night.
Yep. Check that. Rewind. Just edit that out, Matt.
It's good. It'll be good to see another winner in this series. We have had a number of different winners this season. I think more than in the other two seasons this year. And so yeah, just adding another one to that would be really excellent to see. And someone using their two tyres and having it pay off for them as well would be awesome to see as well. I do love an alternate strategy.
Now, unfortunately, I haven't been able to make most of these races because of work commitments, but I'm certainly enjoying the night's race, even with it being a stop-start type of race.
Yeah, when the action's when it's green, it's been really good action. Yeah. So we see Phelps here really powering through now. He's going to make them pass on JCW for fifth. So Phelps is up to fifth spot on those fresh tyres, and he is now chasing down those lead cars. Only 1.3 seconds from the lead. And,
yeah, but those next three cars are going to make themselves very wide.
Yeah, he is 0.3 of a second faster, so 0.03 of a second faster in lap time at the moment. So, yeah, now's the time to see if it's going to work. I do think he'll be pretty aggressive here too, so watch out. He's right up on the back of Martin there. Trying to get a run on the inside. Yeah, Martin gives him a lot of room, yeah. Gives him lots of room. Well, he's hanging with him. Yeah, it hasn't cleared him yet. Now he has.
Still think, even if Ruben gets to the front, I don't think that's going to be enough for him to take the championship of Hamish.
No, I don't think it will be either. But he'll have the bonus point for a lap lead. So, yeah, as we see Stent sort of dropping back a bit now, and Micklemore's in the lead. We have 15 laps to go, and 15 laps to go on the season as well.
You are definitely trying to give a little bit of a hurry up there.
Yeah, it's definitely been pretty aggressive. I just was reading the comments and having a little bit of a laugh. So if Toby's...
touch!
Oh,
Toby!
Oh,
well done, Toby.
Holding that, catching that. Yeah, I knew it would be aggressive. Those fresh tyres, he'll be trying to make the most of them, so... Unfortunately for Stent there, yeah, it's just kind of been bumped out of the way there.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the, I mean, our top three championship contenders are now 1, 2, 3. So, yeah, they're really putting it on the line, being super aggressive, and we'll obviously deal with any fallout later on. I would say.
To answer Abigail's question. Yeah, Toby is actually a Kiwi, but he's based he lives in Japan. So yeah, long way from home.
So it's kind of, the top three have kind of spread out a bit here now and settled down for a bit. I think that might have been the last of Ruben's fresh tyres. He might have used them up just getting there and into that contact with Stent, who has unfortunately dropped down to the 9th position now. So yeah, those 2 tyres now starting to hurt him a bit, as well as the bump.
Yeah. But Ruben had to play that hurry up card. It was all in or nothing for Ruben.
Yeah, I just think it's a product of Ruben's going to be super aggressive, and Toby wouldn't know that. Toby probably wouldn't be aware that these 3 guys are battling for a championship, and so yeah, he probably wouldn't. Yeah, I think we saw with Martin, he gave Ruben a lot more room, because he knew that these guys were battling for a championship, and yeah, maybe if Toby had known, he might have given him a bit more room, but then again, he doesn't have to either. So
no, well, he's in the hunt for the race win. So
yeah,
yeah,
he's under no obligation to give extra room. That's for sure.
Yeah, all's love in war, all's fair in love and war.
As we're now 9 laps to go. So, pretty settled at the front. More Gallagher and Phelps. But if it stays this way, I'm pretty sure that Hamish will get the championship. And I think Hamish might be aware of that, and he might be just happy to sit here in second and let his teammate seal the win.
Take the glory for the night.
Yeah, yep. As we see, Phelps is dropping back a little bit more now, and jumping back into the clutches of Martin. And I'm sure Jason wants to make it a Mitch Motorsport 1-2-3 as well, so yeah, I'll keep an eye on that.
That'd be a great way for the boys to finish the season.
Yeah, it'd be a cherry on the top for them, because they'll be first and second in the points table as well. I'm just going to have a little look back through the field and see some names that we don't normally see. So Don Gilbert running around in 17th spot with no bumper and bonnet on that car, but still circulating, picking up points. Josh Calichan in 12th spot as well, running pretty good. Gary Wellman, obviously with that involved in that big incident early on. Lots of damage on the car, but still going in 13th position. 90 Tompkins in 14th, Adam Malone 15th, Tristan in 16th. Matty Ray still circulating, 6 laps down in 18th position.
Got to give it to those boys though that've been involved in those incidents to still get out there and still circulate and put on a show, although it's not much of a show for them.
No. But yeah, just showing that they don't quit. And so we might just ride up the front here. We've got 5 laps to go now, so 5 laps on the season, as it looks like Martin is going to get Phelps here for 3rd position. And Phelps might be under danger for 4th position as well from JCW, so he might have used those tyres up a little bit too early.
Yeah. I've not driven this car much, so I really don't know what the tyre drop off is like. But judging that, they're only got about 6 or 7 laps in them, and they really started to level out with the guys in front.
Yeah, I think so as well, and it would depend on how hard you're using them as well. I think at the beginning of that run, we had Toby leading the way, and Josh and Hamish kind of just sat in behind maybe and saved their tyres a little bit and let them come up a bit, and then like they did in qualifying pretty much, and Ruben kind of had to charge because Ruben needed to make up positions, but that might have hurt him.
Yeah, I think so, Matt. And look, Ruben's a great guy, and he'll definitely come back next season and definitely be in the hunt again for the championship.
Yeah, it's been neat to see not only Ruben but other drivers and their skill levels improving as well. We've seen Tom Neal run up in the top 5 and top 10 at times as well, and so it's good to see new names running up in that top 5 and top 10, and I hope they keep building it and start being able to challenge for wins and stuff next year.
Yeah, definitely.
As we're now down to 1 lap to go. So this is the final lap, so pretty comfortable top 3 here for Mitch Motorsport. As we see here, Josh McCall is going to come off the last corner. Hamish Gallagher is in second spot, so McCall is going to win the race. Gallagher's going to win the championship, and Martin comes through in third as well. And still seeing a bit of action here. Tom Neal, Toby Stent still battling for that last for 9th and 10th. Still a few more cars coming around. As we see, Josh is going to do the victory burnout. He's got. This is the old front straight, so it's confusing for us drivers because they changed the layout. But that used to be the start-finish line basically there, and we used to do the burnout there, but it's not actually there. We have to go around the corner because they moved it.
Yeah, it's very confusing for us drivers.
Here it is. Here's the start-finish line.
Yeah.
You're going to rip the burnout here. So Josh is pretty happy about that one.
Well,
wrecking the car even.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to have a look and see. Okay, cool. I might check up the results. I'll get you to run through the results, Mark, and then I will try and see if I can get the points updated as well.
Yep. So Mitch Motorsport, 1, 2, and 3 with Josh Mickelmore first, Hamish Gallagher, Jason Martin, JCW in 4th, 5th Ruben Phelps, 6th Andrew Dyson, 7th Aidan Schultz, which was a good result for him. Stevie Dubb home in 8th, Toby Stent in 9th, Tom Neal in 10th, Josh Callahan.
Calashan.
These names. In 11th, Gary Willman in 12th, which was a good result for him after he's been involved in a lot of stuff. Nobby Tompkins, well done to him, up into 13th. Adam Malone in 14th. Tristan Cock in 15th. Lockie in 16th. Don Gilbert in 17th. Matty Ray in 18th. Luke Georgeson in 19th. And Phil Otto in 20th. David Sonntag in 21st. Ryan Jones in equal 21st. That can't be right. I'd say that's.
I think once drivers start quitting out of the server, it kind of messes with the scoring data there.
Yeah. So I'd say Ryan Jones 22nd, 20 laps down, which doesn't seem right because Brad Finley is in 23rd, 2 laps down. Simon Heathershield, one of the early casualties, in 24th. Norman Clark in 25th. Jamie Nankervis in 26th. Daniel Heathershield in 27th. Dave Douglas, 29th. Mirko in 30th. Yeah, that's all.
It's all jumbled out of order to mess with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right. We'll reset it back to there and see. So I've just uploaded the points, just making sure that we're doing it all correct. I believe we're correct. So looking at the points table. Oh, no, I've got to do. This is the thing. I'm trying to do too many things at once. Trying to edit the points and run the graphics and stuff. And what will be our final result? We're almost there.
So, if the points are right, Hamish Gallagher is the champion. With Josh.
Yeah. Just looking at the points here, obviously going to need to check them, but I've got Hamish Gallagher, the champion, by 1 point to Josh Micklemore. And Ruben Phelps 7 points behind.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
as close as you like.
Yeah.
So unofficial, I'm going to have to go through because I'm doing all this all at the same time. I'm going to go through and double check all my stuff on that. But I would say, Hamish has grabbed this one. Just.
So, how do we? Well, we might as well bring all of them up into the.
Yeah, I don't know if you
I was
want to talk to all of them
gonna
at
say,
once.
yeah. I was going to say, let's bring the top three, which are in the race. Or no, who we get? We'll bring up.
Yeah, if you want to bring up the Mitch boys,
Yeah.
all at once, and then we can have a quick little yarn to Ruben as well, maybe. But yeah, if we bring up the Mitch boys, we can talk to them about the race and the championship.
Yeah, we'll pull all of them up together, and we'll get them all in the commentary booth, and we'll start with third place from the race, which was I can't even remember now.
Jason Martin.
Jason Martin. That's right. I forgot too many screens to look at. Welcome to the booth, Jason. Congratulations on third place tonight, mate. Action-packed race.
Oh, cheers, mate. Yeah, sure was, and it made it pretty intense at the end there. I wanted to pass people. I wanted to let them race as well, so it made it tough for me. I want to try and get the win, but I don't want to wreck their race and don't want to get too involved because I'm not in the points. So, yeah, that made it a bit more intense.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Matt and I were just talking earlier. Tires on this car, they seem to really drop off once you get about 7 laps on them.
That's pretty much every car on iRacing at the moment. Pretty much after when you've done about 3 laps on them, if someone gets new tyres, they're going to be heaps quicker. So, yeah, not a fan of it at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. Well, mate, a great season. You've got to be happy with a 1, 2, 3 tonight for the Mitch boys, and you've got to be happy with the Mitch boys 1 and 2 in the championship.
Oh yeah, awesome finish to the season with a 1, 2, 3, and yeah, great to see one of those guys get it. I'm not sure who got it yet. I know it's going to be extremely close. So
we'll reveal that very shortly.
Yeah.
Well done to both of them.
Yeah. Before we let you go, mate, love the sponsors and teammates and supporters.
Yeah, well done to the Mitch Motorsports boys in the Xfinity Series. Great result. Yeah, got to thank Mad As Designs, Affinity Constructions Australia, and of course you guys for the broadcast. And well done to Ruben. I think he's picked up third.
Yeah, third in the championship, I believe. So yeah, well, mate, we hope to see you maybe tomorrow night up in the broadcast booth after the cup race. And congratulations again for a great way to finish the season.
Yes, mate. I definitely prefer this car over the Cup car.
There's a few people that do. All right, thanks for that time there, Jason. Second place tonight, Mr. Hamish Gallagher. Congratulations on a great season, mate, and a great win tonight. Second place tonight.
Yeah, it was a fun race, eh? All the different strategies playing out there. You never quite knew how the race was going to pan out. Even like on that, when Rube sort of pit on that last one there, I thought, oh, that might be too far back to get back to the front. But He was driving obviously as hard as he could, and yeah, no, it was a real fun race. So yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, you've had a pretty good season again this season. Pretty good whole year for in the Xfinity cars.
Yeah, for the most part, I got a bit scrappy towards the end of the year here. I made a few unforced errors. Probably another one tonight, speeding. I don't know. I have to go back and check, but I don't think I went over 45 miles an hour. I think I just took too tight of a radius, and then I got pinged for that, which is I didn't need to have done that. But as it turns out, it was okay because of the different strategies. They would pass cars on fresh tires. So yep, it
Yeah,
was. I really enjoyed running this car. I wanted that was my goal this year was to run this car full time. So as like Jay said, I think it's the most fun car to race. So yeah, I've been really happy with the series that ANZCAR put on.
yeah. Well, don't go anywhere, mate. We definitely got to talk to you because we'll reveal very shortly who the winner of the season is. Love to the sponsors and supporters.
Yep, just big thank you to ANZCAR for putting the series on for you helping out Matt with the broadcasts. And yeah, just all the Mitch boys and just everyone for turning up. Big field tonight. It's great to see so many guys turned up for 36 cars. That's a huge field, so that's great to see so many people turning up. A big shout out to Toby as well. He was racing really good. He was racing us super clean there. We had to pin him down on the bottom there a couple of times and didn't touch doors. So cool to see these new guys turn up and they got speed and they can race. And so yeah, well done to him, and just well done for Ruben for his championship effort there. He had.
Yeah, no worries. All right, don't go anywhere, Amish. We'll get back to you shortly. And the winner for tonight, the final round at Phoenix, Mr. Jason Martin. Well done, mate. What a great win. Sorry, wrong person. Wrong person.
Josh Bickmore, you mean?
Yeah.
Same initials,
Yeah, Josh. Well done on a win tonight, mate. Good to see you back in the winning. No, it's the first win for the year, for the season.
For season 3, this is my first win. Yeah, I've been winless for quite a while actually. So at least the last few months. So it's good to be up back on the top step again. But yeah, it didn't come without a fight tonight. Definitely, like Hamish said before, Toby was pretty hard to beat. It was good racing with him, but yeah, I had to really send it around the top and hold on for the best. And she stood up there. So yeah, that was good, hard racing though.
Yeah, definitely, mate. As I said, good way to end the season. It just seemed like there's two lines on those restarts. You either had to stay mid-track on the track or really get down across that low on that dog leg.
Yeah, starting on the top was a bit of a disadvantage as well, as the boys surely know now. But yeah, definitely starting on the bottom and cutting down, you get that bit of a jump coming into turn 1 there. So definitely helps you out heaps.
Yeah, definitely. Well, mate, great way to finish the season. I by the sounds of things, I've not been able to get to many of the Xfinity car races, but the whole season seems like it's been a great way to race on a Wednesday night.
Yeah, hell yeah, man! Like Jay said, in my opinion, this is probably the best of the 3 cars. So yeah, it's been good fun racing this car. I'm going to miss it for a few months until we come back to it next year. But yeah, it's been good, hard racing with the boys. Yeah, well done to Ruben as well for putting on a hard championship fight as well. So it's good on to him. Good to see another one up here challenging for a championship.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Well, love the sponsors and supporters before we move on to the final standings for the championship season 3.
Yeah, of course. Our main sponsors, Affinity Constructions Australia, for jumping on board, and Madaz Designs. All the boys, Mitch Motorsports, for putting all their hard work in. And yeah, and ANZCAR as well. You boys put on broadcasts.
No worries, mate. Thank you very much. Well, Matt, it's time to move on to the big one to the end of the night. How do you want to do this? Do we just go from the 3 and bring them up, or do we announce the points?
Let's I'm not too sure. Of course, it's all unofficial at the moment. Just need to go through and double check everything that have all the settings correct. But do you want to maybe grab Ruben up?
Yeah. Well, third place in the championship with 2 wins for the season, 6 top 5s and 8 top 10s. It's our Kiwi driver, Mr. Ruben Phelps. Welcome to the broadcast, mate, and congratulations on third place in the championship.
Yeah, no, it's been a good season. Getting 2 wins in in season 3. So no matter what I've done this year, I've got stronger and stronger as the year's gone, and now I'm consistently starting to run in the top 5, especially in these Xfinity cars. I'm starting to get that feel for them now. To be honest, I prefer to drive them over anything else at the moment. So, but I don't mind driving anything, to be honest. But it's good.
Yeah, mate. Look, you closed up the points. You were 7 points behind the winner, and it didn't quite pay off. That last pit stop, went in, got tyres, had to use them very hard early on in that last run. Anything you could have done different tonight to maybe get that second spot or that first spot?
Yeah, well, I started at the start was terrible qualifying. I just touched the wall when obviously it gave me that little 0x, so that was the reason why I started at the back of the field. But yeah, it came a bit of a wreck fest. Sort of managed my time to get through it, but as aggressive as possible. But took my time to get up the field, and then a few cautions later, I was in the top 10, refreshed back to the same strategy as everybody else. But obviously, once I got in the top 10, I sort of stuck there. Then there was a little caution that came out. I think it was 60 something laps to go. So I thought, well, I know I can make it on fuel at this point, and I was safe. I was completely safe to go to the end if there was no yellows. And unfortunately, 20 laps later, that was why I was when I got to the front of the field. And at that stage, I knew I was going to be compromised at the restart, but I tried to stay there. Luckily, a few yellows, but I had to do something different because I don't think I really had anything for the Mitch boys, or especially Hamish and Josh, because they're the ones battling. And if I didn't do something, I wouldn't have had a shot. So that was it.
Well, mate, congratulations on third place in the championship for season 3. Before we let you go, love to sponsors and supporters.
Yeah, got to thank, well, obviously now running the colours, got to thank Matty Ray and Lockie, and because Lockie's going to be a part of the team next year as well. Of course, Noddy and that. So SRM Australia. So it's a good team that we're definitely getting numbers now, and we're definitely showing up that we're getting some results now. So be good to bring on next year. And of course, we've still got the cup race tomorrow. So we'll do our best for tomorrow. But next year is going to be, you're going to see a lot more of us.
Yeah, well done, mate. Thanks for your time, and good luck tomorrow night in the Cup. And we definitely look forward to seeing you back in the Xfinity cars next year.
Yeah, I've also got to shout out Hamish and Josh for a good season with whoever gets the championship tonight, and of course the whole ANZCAR crew. Of course, it's been a fun year, so hopefully I get to talk, at least have one more talk for the end of the year for tomorrow. But either way, it's been a good year, and I can't wait for next year.
Yep. All right. Thanks very much, Ruben, for your time, and again, congratulations, mate.
Cheers.
Well, Matty, how do we do this one? The championship has been decided by 1 point.
1 point. And I guess we do in second place.
Yep. Well, it's great pleasure to introduce this bloke. He's had 1 win for the year, 6 top 5 finishes, and 9 top 10 finishes, and he pilots a blue car. So, Mr. Josh Micklemore, congratulations, mate. Second place for the season, and season 3.
Yeah, cheers, fellas. Just came up short, but want to give Hamish a good run. We've been given them a good run the last few seasons. I think we've been second every time, but this is the closest I've definitely been to him this year in the little seasons we've had. So yeah, we're close, but yeah, well done to Hamish. Well fought straight to the end. I knew he had to win tonight and probably lead the most laps. I think we just missed out on that. So, but we did our best tonight, and yeah, it was good fun.
Yeah, definitely, mate. It could have gone. One of three ways, and at early on in the piece, it was looking like it could be really anyone's. Matt and I were trying to work it out on the fly, and it was Hamish has got it. No, Josh has got it. No, Ruben's got it. But it's turned out that you've ended up with second place. So congratulations there, mate. Again, I know we've said this, but love to sponsors and anyone in particular you want to shout out to?
Yeah, shout out to friends and family that watch along on the streams and stuff as well. The old man and that he pretty well watches and follows us pretty close every week. So yeah, cheers to everyone for following there. Really, I think I covered the rest before. So yeah.
Yeah, well, mate, congratulations. And we'll see you tomorrow night in the Cup cars, and then hopefully back in the Xfinities again next year.
Yeah, we're back at the Cup car tomorrow night. We'll see how we go around here, and then also battling for a championship in the truck. 1 point in front of Daniel in the truck Monday night, so that'll be fun again.
All right, mate. Thank you very much for your time tonight. Good luck tomorrow night, and congratulations on second place in season 3 championship.
No worries. Cheers, boys.
Well, Matt, that leaves us position one, the champion for season 3. None other than Mr. Hamish Gallagher. Well done, Hamish.
Yeah, thank you, Mark.
Mate, as I said to Josh, it was like Matt and I, has Hamish got it? No, Matt's got it. No, Ruben's got it. It was backwards and forwards tonight, and it really could have gone either one of three ways, and you've been lucky or skillful enough to take out the championship.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of luck involved. Obviously, it could have gone any. We could, like Ruben said, like if we had gone caution free at the end there, he would have probably easily won that race, and that might have been enough for him to get the championship. So, but yeah, it was definitely a fun way to end it. All the three of us so close, and we're all racing at the front. So, yeah, that was a really fun way to end that championship.
Yeah, well, mate, great way to end the championship with the Mitch boys 1, 2, and 3, and for the championship for you and your teammate Josh to end up 1, 2.
Yeah, exactly. So it's cool. It's been really cool. Josh, he's helped support the series. He's run it full time. I was hoping we get a few more people to run it full time. The numbers got down a bit in the middle of the season there, but it's picked up again. So hopefully that's a good sign going into next year. We'll get a really strong field. I probably won't run full time next year in this car. I'll sort of just run the races I want to, I'd enjoy, and sort of step back and let some other people battle for the championship. Because obviously there's been a lot of really good people who've joined ANZCAR recently, and they're showing a lot of promise. So it's about time they had a chance to shine and win some championships.
Yeah, it's over the three levels of ANZCAR. The racing's improved out of sight this year, and again, it's just the guys getting in and mixing it with the better guys that make it a lot better for them to step up and do some good racing.
Yep, for sure. So yeah, it's cool to see. I've had a whole bunch of new teams and new drivers, and they're competitive. So it's really good to see the helps of the depth of the field.
Yeah, well, mate, congratulations on season 3 championship. We've said it, but love to your sponsors and anyone in particular you want to shout out to.
So big shout out to Josh for the fight all year. He's always super competitive and he's super clean. I don't think we had any run-ins at all this year, and they were basically battling every single race. So I think that sort of shows the quality of the driver. And then I just I hopefully get the race a few races now. If you Mark, for all the ANZCAR stuff wrapping up, if you're gonna run a truck series like you did last summer, I'll hopefully get to actually get the bang doors of you again. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, mate, we're definitely moving on to our summer truck series, and everyone's welcome. You know that.
Yeah,
And
perfect.
hope to see you there, mate.
Yeah, exactly. Got to keep that number. I don't think I've done a single weekend Warriors race this year, so I'm looking forward to racing with some of the boys again.
Yeah. Well, mate, congratulations on the championship. And hopefully we see you a bit more than you think next year back in these things. But mate, great way to finish a year for you.
Thank you, Matt. Thanks, Matt.
No worries.
Well, Matt, there you have it, the champion for season 2022, and the last race of the Xfinity cars for the year.
Indeed, yeah. So that wraps up season 3, and that actually wraps up the whole season as well. Just some more interesting information. All 3 championships that were 11 races were contributing towards a single year-long championship with 6 drop rounds, and Hamish has won that one as well. 72 points clear of Micklemore and 171 points clear of Phelps in third. So that's obviously across 27 races. And if we had no drop rounds and we had all the races, Micklemore was the only one to do every race, so 33 races. But yeah, in the full season with no drop rounds, Gallagher, even though he had one less start, was still 61 points clear of Micklemore. So that just goes to show how much how dominant Hamish was early on in seasons 1 and 2, and it did close up a bit in season 3, which was really good to see.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Well, all I can say is thanks for having me here tonight. I'll be back tomorrow night, and yourself, and hopefully Carl will be back for the Cup season finale.
Yep.
Which also comes down to the final race of the season
Yeah.
between Foster and Dyson.
Yep. 3 points between those 2 drivers heading into the race tomorrow night. Also here, same track. Yeah.
Yep. Well,
Perfect.
ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap for the Xfinity cars for this year. I say thank you very much for letting me come and batter your ears a few times this year. Matt, thanks for having me.
No worries. Thank you for the help, mate.
Pleasure, mate. You know, we've got to help each other out, and that's what it is all about. Um, Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. If you want to see another great race of Cup cars, be sure to join us tomorrow night here on Performance E Streaming for the battle between Dyson and Foster for the Cup Car Championship. That's about it. Matt, I'm going to say good night, and I'll let you finish off.
I'll just say good night, and yeah, hope to see you tomorrow night for the Cup race, and enjoy the summer break, and we'll be back next year.